Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
I want to say this to the television audience. I made my mistakes, but in all of my years of public life, I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I can say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. Let me further make it plain to the assassins in Beirut and their accomplices, wherever they may be, that America will never make concessions to terrorists. The charge has been made that the United States has shipped weapons to Iran as ransom payment for the release of American hostages in Lebanon, that the United States undercut its allies and secretly violated American policy against trafficking with terrorists. Those charges are utterly false. A few months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts and the evidence tell me it is not. As the Tower Board reported, what began as a strategic opening to Iran deteriorated in its implementation into trading arms for hostages.
Read my lips. No new taxes. I will keep America moving forward, always forward, for a better America, for an endless, enduring dream and 1,000 points of light. This is my mission, and I will complete it.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Nope, no weapons over there. Maybe under here. You've retired. You don't have anything to worry about. It's the third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
You can keep your plan if you are satisfied with it. If you like the plan you have, you can keep it. I intend to keep this promise. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan. You like your plan and your doctor, you can keep them. You'll be able to keep your health care plan. If you like your doctor, you like your plan, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan. You like your current insurance, you keep that insurance. Period. End of story. Period. 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 End of story. You have or had one of these plans before the Affordable Care Act came into law, and you really liked that plan, what we said was you could keep it if it hasn't changed since the law was passed.
Just in July, New Hampshire, you told the crowd you, quote, take a backseat to no one when it comes to progressive values.
I take a backseat to no one when you look at my record and standing up and fighting for progressive values.
Last month in Ohio, you said you plead guilty to, quote, being kind of moderate and center. Do you change your political identity based on who you're talking to?
No, I think that like most people that I know, I have a range of views, but they are rooted in my values and my experience.
You know, I get accused of being kind of moderate and center. I plead guilty.
Just for the record, are you a progressive or are you a moderate?
I'm a progressive. Going through the emails, there were over 60,000 in total. sent and received. About half were work-related and went to the State Department, and about half were personal, that were not in any way related to my work.
You talk to the public, you say I turned over everything.
90 to 95% of my work-related emails were in the state system. If they wanted to see them, they would certainly have been able to do so.
You know what? That is maybe the 10th time you have cited that figure today.
It is.
And I have not heard anyone other than you ever cite that figure. Who told you that 90 to 95% of your emails were in the State Department system? Who told you that?
We learned that from the State Department in their analysis of the emails that were already on the system.
The Inspector General report found that less than 1% of State Department emails, record emails, were captured. So they give a number of less than 1%, and you give a number of 90%.
I don't know Putin.
Do you have a relationship with Vladimir Putin?
I do have a relationship. I never met Putin. This is not my best friend. I was in Moscow recently, and I spoke indirectly and directly with President Putin, who could not have been nicer.
This is a person who has been very cavalier, even casual, about the use of nuclear weapons. He's advocated more countries getting them, Japan, Korea, even Saudi Arabia.
North Korea has nukes. Japan has a problem with that. I mean, they have a big problem with it. Maybe they would, in fact, be better off if they defend themselves from North Korea. Maybe we would be better off, including with nukes. Yes, including with nukes.
So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees.
He also went after a disabled reporter, mocked and mimicked him on national television. He insulted a former Miss Universe, Alicia Machado, called her an eating machine. And on the
She was like an eating machine.
She weighed 118 pounds or 117 pounds, and she went up to 160 or 70. So this is somebody that likes to eat. Nobody has more respect for women than I do. Nobody.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either. Ultimately, Ivana does exactly as I tell her to do.
Right, men? Is that right?
If Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote.
He said that he could not possibly have done those things to those women because they were not attractive enough. Look at her. I don't think so.
Look at her words. You tell me what you think. I don't think so.
I did not say
be
that.
Assaulted.
I did not say that.
It was for the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
And you can actually hear the audio of him saying that.
Are you for invading Iraq?
Yeah, I guess so.
About another woman, he said, that wouldn't be my first choice.
She would not be my first choice, that I can tell you.
I didn't even apologize to my wife, who's sitting right here, because I didn't do anything.
He apologized to me, and I accept his apology. And
the message that I'm bringing you is clear. It is concise, and there can be no mistake in its interpretation. You must wake up now or be enslaved.